What's up, everyone? We are back for the Sweater Weather Showdown event. This is fixed wind. It is fixed wind, so similar wind for every user who plays. So what that means is whatever I have, you're also going to have. With that being said, I want you guys to pay close attention. As you'll see, Boris Banko now over on UG. This is one of the golf class instructors that basically creates PDFs. He makes it easy for you guys to be able to figure out, how many rings to go, walk you through setups. So he has posted in the Ultimate Golf Game group his first 3 holes of the Sweater Weather Qualifier round, which is a PDF. As soon as you click on that button, you can download the PDF. This is what the PDF is going to look like. It's going to give you an approach setup. It's going to give you a drive setup for all the holes. So following these guides to the tee is going to be the secret to getting your shots close each and every time consistently. So for the very first hole, he is saying put it right on this shadow. And just kind of letting it roll out 5 miles per hour. With the Holy Driver, it's just going to be 1 per ring. So however many rings it is whatever the mile per hour is, just going to go that many rings. So very easy setup for this first shot. That's a lot of the times what he's doing is he's just making it easy. So picking marks that you can easily see in the fairway. And what he made a mention of is 363. So we're about 1 yard short of that. Also, mind you, we are also 5.1. It's a little bit on the larger end of the scale. So you might need to do slight wind angle tweaks based on, is it just a little bit longer in the club span? So I might just back this up just a smidge because it's a little bit on the longer side. So you'll see what I'm doing with the alignment. Positioning it right there. And it says for 5'1", 393. So we're going to go 393 on Bigfoot 10. And you're just following his chart to the tee. And you can just assure yourself that you will be tight with everything. And that is the purpose of these guides, is to get you guys real close on all your shots. So if you've been struggling to get some guidance and consistency, this is the best way for you to start being more consistent. You just have to be very mindful of that last tick mark that you wind up on. It really does influence a lot of your shot. The last tick mark is kind of the most important aspect. So let's give this a go, see what it looks like. And like I said, just be mindful of that last, and as you can see, right over the right edge of the cup. So if you guys tinker around with that, just, make slight mods. Like I said, if your wind was small, that was probably in. With a little bit larger wind, you just got to make the slightest, 0.1 differences. It's going to make all the difference. But let's keep rolling along and see if we can't get a couple of drops. 5.5, this is a perfect example. This is a little bit larger wind. One of the other things that you can do is you could try to utilize one of these wind pins, for example. This will bump it down to 4.4. So what do you notice about 4.4? It's right on the small end of the scale. So if you guys didn't see the Boris Banko method for this, it starts with Cyclone. It puts 2 topspin on. Then that third bounce through the hole like this. You see right on line with the hole. Just like so. And then this is saying 4.4, 6.5 rings. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. It is 8.8 rings. but always be sure to follow the guide to a T, because you'll see that you're supposed to switch to Orion first. Once you find this spot, you switch to Orion, and then we're just going to go 4.4, which is the 8.8 rings. The first thing that it tells you to do is pull the 5 rings first. So we're going to pull 5 first. And 8.8, right around there. So let's give this a go. See how it looks. A little bit early on my release. I don't think it's going to pull. As you can see, it's still right on line, just off the left edge. So it comes down to those wind angle tweaks. So you'll want to make sure that you are dead center, perfectly straight with your adjustments. But you can see we are just all over this thing, and that's what's going to be the secret to getting more and more drops, is just those 1 tick mark switches. So if you guys can focus on that, you will be able to always give yourself the best chance on all these holds while following these guides. And these are the free versions. I'm assuming he's going to put out more and more guides in the following upcoming rounds, so I'd be looking forward to those. Like I mentioned, he is one of the biggest contributors that is leading to more and more top players on Golf Clash platform. He's been around for a while doing this. And always post good content, so highly recommend you guys following these guides and just making slight tweaks. And this shot here says that we are going for 269 target yardage. And that's right around 269. 5.2, a little bit on the larger scale, so same thing as hole 1. We're going to try to do just one little tweak. And this says to do a respin. So it says to kind of position this ball guide towards the hole. Ball guide towards the hole, just like this. Just on the green grid short of the pin. After doing this, do a respin. 1 backspin, 2 right spin. So try to be as precise as you can with that. And 5.2 for Hellfire 6, which is me. It's going to be 3.2 rings. So in this one specifically, you'll want to utilize that last ring. Make sure that you're pulling enough and pulling very accurate on that last ring. So right around there. Let's give it a go. So as you can see, it's coming in very nice, right towards the hole, just breaking to the left. So it's almost dying just a little bit. So you'll have to worry and just make just the ever so gentlest modifications. As you can see, mine just kind of came in just a little bit short. So with just a little bit more speed, that probably holds its line, goes right into the cup. Otherwise, you can see it just breaks off. But you can see every single shot, 890 or higher. You're going to be putting very large tiebreakers together. You're going to be right on line with all the holes. And like I mentioned, you know, this is one of the guys that has been doing this for a very long time. And he always picks marks in the fairway and stuff that's easy to follow. So highly recommend you guys checking these out. And like I mentioned, I'd expect him to be doing some semifinal stuff and some final stuff as well, because this is something that, you know, he and his team do, you know, basically for a living over on Golf Clash. And they've been very successful and well respected over there in that community. So highly encourage you guys to check out that stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will be doing more and more of posting and kind of just guiding you guys and helping you to understand these concepts. So best of luck out there. Take care and see you guys on the next one.